Mike at The Successor. Today I want to talk to you about the race car and how the race car can be aligned up against your business. It really helps you sort of dial down on what's important to you at the moment and maybe where you want to focus your efforts to sort of get improvements. And the race car model really came out when I was at the PLC business. I was really fortunate to work with a gentleman called Bill McGrath as my non-exec. Bill was the ex-chief executive of Wix, the DIY chain, and really helped me dial down and craft my skill as both a CEO and a high-growth sort of business entrepreneur. And it was quite fitting because we was in contract hire and leasing that we used the race car model. And let me just give you a quick breakdown of what it is. So the business model is the race car. The finance model is the journey that you're going to go on. Your operations model is the management team and your management team and your employees. The driver is the sales team, and then the marketing is the fuel in the tank. So let's just break that down and just talk a couple of minutes around it. So the business model is realistically how you acquire customers, how you generate revenue, and how you trade. It's, at the time of recording this video, so the economy's good, it's okay, but it might tighten up a little bit, a lot of political instability. So while the banks and everybody else and all the LEPs out there might be saying, hey, give us a 3-year forecast and a big plan, realistically, I'd ask you to search growth plan on Google. Growth plan is really something that's going to be a 12-month sort of strategy focusing on the main driver, which is acquiring customers and driving revenue in your business. Yeah, sure, forecast out and look at it over 3 years if you need to, especially if you've got a bit of a flat start, but drill down on the next 12 months. That's where your real change is going to be. So the business model is the race car. Finance model, yeah, I talked earlier, just forecast out 12 months. How far are you trying to move this vehicle down that journey? What does it look like? Are you trying to move it from Leeds to London, or Leeds to Milton Keynes, or Leeds to Derby? And obviously that's your forecast. How far are you trying to get down there and high up the curve? So if you then look at your operations team, that's your pit crew. We talked about that earlier. The management team, have you got the right people in the right places? Are the right skills? What's the training gaps? What's the skill gaps? What's the recruitment gaps? If you're in a race car, you need people to change the wheels, you need people to put fuel in, you need people to clean the driver's visor, people to keep an eye on the stopwatch, people to lift the jacks up. And you need to have a look at that. Is everybody in the right positions? Are they all skilled at what they do? Then the driver itself. Now, I get a lot of debate on this one. Mike, is the driver not the management team? Well, to a degree, yes, but I use the driver as your sales team because they're the people on the track, competing, overtaking competitors, negotiating with customers, and really taking that message and that, vision to market. So how's your sales team? Have you got one? Are they trained? Do they understand the difference? Can they qualify? Are they competitor aware? Have they got an outreach strategy in place? Are they strong on LinkedIn? What's the lead generation rate? What's the close rate? What's the appointment rate? Do we really have all that dialed down and drilled down? Then the marketing model, the fuel. If you think about it, again, I mentioned earlier, you want to move from Leeds to London. How much fuel do you want to move in your tank? And if you've really got the alignment on your race car and your business model, how far the journey you want to go. You might want to go from $1 million to 5 million, or 5 million to 15 million in the next 12 months, 3 years, 5 years, whatever it might be. You're starting to readjust your pit crew and your organisation. You got the drivers in place to take your message to market. Then it's just what type of fuel that you're going to need to get that vehicle moved down that journey, resourced with the pit crew and your drivers being your sales team there. So see your marketing as your fuel in your tank, and that's what we call here at The Success of the power of alignment. So if you're interested in learning more, shoot me a message at #TheOpenMic on Twitter. If you have any questions about that, we'll get that answered for you. You can also check our YouTube channel out, The Growth Engine, and you can click and subscribe to that link below on this post. If you're already on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. We deliver weekly deep dives on stuff like this, as well as these sort of pit stop sort of little training sessions. So hope you've had some value out of that. As always, go make it happen, go do the hustle, and we're going to catch up with you real soon through these daily updates.